The draw gauge is a handy leather working tool used to cut straps of leather. You can use it to make belts, bracelets, straps for purses, any type of a strap that you might need. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use one, but first, let's talk a bit about it. So why would you even need a draw gauge? Well, it is a fast, but more importantly, a very accurate way of cutting a leather strap. It leaves a nice, clean edge on the side of your leather straps, which is very desirable. On the market today, you can find two major variants of the strap cutter. One is made out of wood, and the second one, like this one here, is made out of metal. The metal ones are more expensive, but are also more durable. There are a couple of other differences as well, which I should point out. The metal ones usually have a pistol grip, while the wooden ones usually do not. This makes the metal ones a bit easier to use. The other major difference is that the wooden ones usually have a top bar between our blade and the handle, which pushes down the leather, while on the metal ones you need to use your thumb in order to push down the leather and guide it through the draw gauge. As far as learning how to use the draw gauge, it has a bit of a learning curve. You should plan on ruining at least a few straps before you get a nice, consistent result out of it. But once you do, it can be a real money maker for you. It saves time and makes nice looking straps. So be patient when learning how to use it, and you're going to do just fine. Let's take a look at the few basic parts of the draw gauge. We have the pistol grip at the back. On the side we have a screw that allows us to clamp down a blade. On the front side we have another screw that allows us to regulate the width of the strap. So if we loosen it up, we can regulate the width. On the smallest setting you can cut lace. On the widest setting, you can cut really wide straps or parts of leather. The most important part of using a draw gauge is to prepare the edge of your leather before you cut out a strap. This edge actually guides your draw gauge, and if it is not even, the cutout strap won't be even on either side either. So be sure to get a straight edge onto your leather before you start using a draw gauge. The last step before we start cutting is to set the width of our strap. I like to use a caliper to get an exact measurement, but you can use the markings on the gauge itself. I have placed my leather onto the table and let several inches of it hang from the side. I have made a slit for my strap cutter, which I'm now going to insert. I'm going to place my left hand onto the table and grab the top part of our strap. With the handle of the strap cutter, I'm going to push as close to the edge of my strap as possible. With my thumb of the right hand, I'm going to push my leather down just in front of the blade. Now, draw your gauge. So with this simple technique, we cut out a nice even leather strap. As far as the maintenance for the draw gauge goes, it really does not require too much tending to. It is built to last, but if any part should fail, just order that specific part with the manufacturer instead of buying a whole new gauge. That should save you quite a bit of money. The main part that does require tending to is the blade. The blade can be sharpened on a whetstone, for example, and that works no problem. You can get more use out of your blade by simply moving it up and down and getting a completely new surface for cutting. If by any chance you're not happy with the blade that you have, you can simply replace it with anything else, for example with a knife. There you have it, a completely new blade that you can use for your draw gauge. I hope that this technique will help you make some beautiful items. Thank you and see you next time.